Yeah, good evening everyone and welcome back. We chartered accountants are always complaining that we cannot advertise ourselves. So how to get the work? So that is the most important thing जो सब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स के माइंड में चलती रहती है कि काम कैसे मिलेगा जब when we are not able to advertise या सोशल मीडिया में ये डालना चाहिए नहीं डालना चाहिए तो the third speaker is all about that. The third topic is all about that. And we have a very young and dynamic speaker, Shraddha Dedia, CA Shraddha Dedia for this. She is a master in this. And of course, इनका सुनने के बाद जाओगे तो आज इवनिंग में सब लोग सोशलाइजिंग करोगे. So I'll just give a very brief and small introduction about CA Shraddha. CA Shraddha has 8 years experience in indirect taxation and finance and speaking and training professionals. Currently, she is working with a startup as the director finance. Shraddha has been consulting professionals. ये जरा ध्यान से सुनना ये वाला पैरा. Shraddha has been consulting professionals on building their digital and social media profiles like LinkedIn, Twitter, Quora, Google, etc. So she is useful to every one of us and आज का session free of cost है. She is not charging. So with this small introduction, I request everyone to please welcome CA Shraddha with a huge round of applause. And I request Virag Bhai and Shraddha please come forward. We will present you with a memento. Shraddha please.
So very good evening to everyone. I think morning से 10 am से you are attending session. So हमने सोचा कि last session थोड़ा interactive and थोड़ा exciting रखे because all of us have this mindset कि हम digital branding या social media use कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कितना use कर सकते हैं within code of ethics. So firstly, thank you to WRC for giving this opportunity. And it is always pleasure talking on this topic because बहुत मज़ा आता है बहुत interactive section होता है. So as the topic says, advertisements using digital modes for branding, social media for branding. तो हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे throughout the session. मैंने सारे जितने available modes हैं, I have tried to incorporate all the modes here, all the useful ones. So I'm sure it will be fun for everyone. So the topic basically is digital branding. हम कैसे brand कर सकते हैं. So advertisement तो एक word है. Code of ethics हमें ऐसा लगता है कि code of ethics is restricting us to use social media. But after this session, I'm sure we will all be very positive and confident about code of ethics कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ allowed है. Just that हम वो explore नहीं कर रहे अभी तक. So this is just a digital push from being a CA to a digital CA. Quick disclaimer, ये topic और यहाँ पे जो भी contents है, it is kept in mind using the, जो code of ethics है, उसे ध्यान में रख के हमने बनाया है. But however, if you have any other views, you can take it that way, not an issue. यहाँ पे जो भी हम digital platforms या मैंने कुछ screenshots लगाए हैं of others profile. I have tried not using a CA profile but a CS profile just for representation. However, we are not kind of talking about or promoting anyone here. ये सिर्फ representation purpose के लिए है. And यहाँ पे जो भी features या मैं बताऊँगी ये over the years I have experienced it, so that's how it is coming. So there is no specific rule कि ये करेंगे तो ऐसा होगा, but this will be very useful to you. I'm very sure on that. So again, you know, मैं क्या करने वाली हूँ, जब भी मुझे लगता है कि कुछ कोड ऑफ एथिक्स के सेशन यहाँ पे important है, before beginning the topic, I will highlight it here so we know that we are within the code of ethics. And throughout the session again मैं काफ़ी emphasize करूँगी कि code of ethics को follow करना है, but उसे follow करने के बाद भी हमारे पास बहुत सारे options बचते हैं to you know, have your own brand on various social media. So this we all know, CA in practice shall deem to be guilty of professional misconduct if he solicits clients or professional work either directly or indirectly through any other means, which means that आप कोई भी social media use करते हो, आपको वहाँ जाके अपने services sell नहीं करने हैं, that is not allowed. But what you can do is you can keep talking about what you know your niche is. So मान लो अगर आप indirect tax या startup consultancy कर रहे हो, तो आप उसके बारे में relevant updates बताओ on LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever social media you are using, या उसके बारे में जो भी notifications आते हैं, you can analyze, keep talking. इससे क्या होगा, जो आपकी audience है, they will know that you are providing services because you are talking about it, but you are not soliciting anyone, you are not going on social media and telling them कि आप मुझसे ये services लो या हम ये services में expert है, nothing like that. So we'll see, मतलब that is what the code of ethics provision talk about. Again it says it is improper for a CA in practice to state on his professional documents that he is income tax consultant, cost consultant or a management consultant. ये designation use करना allowed नहीं है on any social media. Again, but we have to read it with the later clause which says it is not proper for a firm of chartered accountants to use the designation chartered accountant except on professional documents, visiting cards, signboards, letterheads under circumstances specified. However, individual member may use the prefix CA with his name. So again ये highlight क्यों किया है, मुझे बहुत बार questions आते हैं कि मैं LinkedIn पे, Twitter पे मेरे नाम के आगे CA use कर सकता हूँ या नहीं. So it is definitely allowed. You can have your LinkedIn page which says CA Shraddha Dedia, or you can have a Twitter page which mentions the prefix CA. But again, now this what I am saying is not written anywhere, but you have to be careful कि अगर आप CA designation use करते हो, तो you are respecting that designation and you are not writing something which can, of course, you know, code of ethics says which brings disrepute to our profession. So we have to be very careful if we are using the prefix CA, but using of prefix CA is definitely allowed. Now ये session में हम बोलने वाले हैं what is branding. You know, so I will keep the session interactive. So हम marketing, advertisement और branding ये दोनों चीज़ें कैसे different है, इसके बारे में हम बोलेंगे. What branding typically is कि आप नहीं बोल रहे हो, लेकिन आपके बारे में लोगों ने एक mindset बना लिया है that you have expertise in that topic. That is what branding is. So it is the way the outside world perceives your business, company, or in our case, it is the profession that we are into. It is the process of designing and building a unique, memorable brand, creative strategic of telling your potential clients what your business or your profession is all about. So basically, it is very creative strategy. आप social media पे, जैसे मैंने पहले example दिया, so we'll take another example. से I'm selling a donut. तो मैं social media पे जाके कहीं भी ये नहीं लिख सकती कि I'm selling this donut, come and buy this donut, buy one donut and get another one free. That is not allowed. आप ये नहीं बोल सकते आप GST service लो तो हम TDS free में file कर देंगे. All of that is definitely not allowed. But you can still brand yourself. अगर मान लो मेरा donut का business है, मैं क्या करूँगी, मैं उसके बारे में बहुत सारे videos बनाऊँगी. Donut कैसे बनता है, what types of donuts are available. Such kind of videos or such kind of post I will keep posting. So now my audience still knows that this is what my business is all about, but I am nowhere kind of soliciting or talking about it. That is how branding is different. So अगर हम social media पे है, आपने देखा होगा काफ़ी सारे हमारे professionals हैं on various social media जो बोलते who keeps regularly tweeting about what you know their niche is. So वैसे आपका brand भी होगा and trust me, you will also get potential clients जो होंगे that will also get converted without you violating anything under code of ethics. And it is, you know, basically how you design and build your brand through online websites जो भी available modes है. So branding is all about using digital modes and in a way that you are building a long term brand. Now if I say brand, you know, again I give lot of examples. क्या होता है हमारे सीए प्रोफेशन में भी हमें ऐसा लगता है कि ब्रांडिंग कैसे, जैसे डॉक्टर्स के लिए इजी है, वो हम जानते हैं कि एक चाइल्ड स्पेशलिस्ट है या एक हार्ट स्पेशलिस्ट है, एक ब्रेन स्पेशलिस्ट है. सो उनका ब्रांडिंग हुआ है बिकॉज उनको अलाउड है टू स्पीक अबाउट इट एवरीवेयर. फॉर अस इट इज़ नॉट अलाउड, बट how can you still tell people that you are specialized into whatever you are doing? That is what we'll be seeing in the next few slides. So firstly तो why digital branding is important. So मैं एक simple example देती हूँ in all my sessions that I do. You know, काफ़ी लोग सोचते हैं कि CA word of mouth से चलता है and digital presence is secondary for us. Honestly I'll tell you कि ये होता था and अभी भी होता है, but still your potential client will still go and check what presence do you have. Simple example, मान लो आपके घर में कोई शादी है and you are hiring a photographer. तो आपके किसी फ्रेंड ने रेफ़र किया, फैमिली ने रेफ़र किया कि ये पूरे इंडिया का नंबर 1 फोटोग्राफर है, बट आप स्टिल उनको बोलोगे आपके यूट्यूब लिंक्स भेजो या आपका जो काम है उसका रेफरेंस भेजो, एंड यू विल डेफिनेटली गूगल अबाउट दैट पर्सन और दैट फोटोग्राफर. सेम चीज़ होता है जब कोई क्लाइंट को रेफ़र भी करता है, they will 100% have this they have this tendency to go and check what exactly Google talks about you, and that is one reason having digital presence is definitely very much important. So अभी जितने भी नए clients हैं वो लोग surely जाके देखेंगे कि अगर आपको गूगल करते तो आपका गूगल में बिजनेस अकाउंट दिख रहा है या नहीं, या योर पार्टनर हैज़ प्रेजेंस ऑन सोशल मीडिया, what you are talking about, and hence it is definitely very much important to have a digital presence. Why it is important? Because एक तो है ना डिजिटल मोड में इंटरेक्शन बहुत ईजी हो जाता है, एंड ऑल्सो इट हैज़ ग्लोबल मार्केट. सो आपको यू नेवर नो, बिकॉज आप डिजिटली इतने एक्टिव हो, यू हैव सच ब्रांड ऑन डिजिटल मीडिया. कोई दिल्ली में बैठ के भी आपको यहाँ काम दे सकता है. क्लाइंट कुड बी एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड एंड दे कैन स्टिल गिव यू वर्क. सो दैट इज़ वन रीज़न इट सेपरेट्स फ्रॉम द जो हम पहले मीडिया यूज़ करते थे, विजिटिंग कार्ड्स एंड ऑल. सो दीज डेज पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड यूजिंग डिजिटल कार्ड्स बिकॉज उनका प्रेजेंस ऑनलाइन दिख जाता है, नो वो सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन हो जाता है. सो इंटरैक्शन बिकम्स ईजी एंड इट हैज़ ग्लोबल मार्केट. फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है. आई एम श्योर एवरी वन विल अग्री कि हम यूजुअली सोशल मीडिया ट्रैवल टाइम में या ट्रेन में आते जाते यूज़ करते हैं. सो क्लाइंट्स भी वही करते हैं, दे यूज़ इट एंड इट बिकम्स वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल फॉर देम. तो मान लो आपने कोई पॉडकास्ट किया है, यूट्यूब वीडियो किया है, वो क्या करेंगे, वो आते जाते कार में सुनेंगे. दैट इज़ व्हाट यूजुअली इवन आई डू. मुझे कोई पॉडकास्ट सुनना है या कोई ऑडियो फाइल सुनना है. इनफैक्ट WRC हैज़ ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड दिस. उनकी वेबसाइट पे आर्टिकल्स के नीचे ऑडियो फाइल्स भी रहते हैं. सो यू मे नॉट हैव टाइम टू रीड आर्टिकल्स, बट यू डेफिनेटली हैव टाइम टू हियर दैट while you are traveling in a car or in a train. So flexibility बहुत अच्छा होता है. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली ट्रैकिंग रिजल्ट्स एंड एनालिटिक्स. जो हम ट्रेडिशनल मोड यूज़ करते थे फॉर ब्रांडिंग, उसमें क्या होता था कि हमें रिजल्ट्स ट्रैक करना डिफ़िकल्ट हो जाता था. आप किसी को विजिटिंग कार्ड दोगे, यू डोंट नो कि वो आगे कितनी बार फॉरवर्ड हुआ है, यूज़ हुआ है, कितने को रेफ़र हुआ है. बट इफ़ यू हैव अ डिजिटल विजिटिंग कार्ड और इफ़ यू हैव योर गूगल माई बिजनेस प्रोफाइल वेबसाइट, आपको सारे और इवन लिंक्डइन पेजेस सब जगह से आपको एवरी मंथ एवरी डे रिपोर्ट्स मिल सकते हैं, जिसमें यू विल कम टू नो कितने लोगों ने आपके पेज को देखा है और कहाँ कहाँ से लोगों ने देखा है, उन्होंने क्या सर्च किया है कि आपके पेज पे लैंड हुए हैं. इतना डिटेल्ड रिजल्ट्स एंड एनालिटिक्स मिल जाता है. एंड द लास्ट एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली, दिस इज़ वेरी कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव. मोस्ट ऑफ दी सोशल मीडिया और द ब्रांडिंग strategies that I will discuss here are free, completely free. What you need to do is, of course, invest your time and efforts into it. Unless आप कोई external consultant लो, अगर आप खुद manage कर रहे हो, all of this will be free for you, just that you have to put in some efforts. So, it is a win-win for everyone to have a digital presence. थ्रू आउट द सेशन मैंने इसको 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया है. सो द अवेलेबल मोड्स फॉर डिजिटल ब्रांडिंग आर बेसिकली, वन इज सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, जहाँ पे हम वेबसाइट एंड गूगल माई बिजनेस अकाउंट देखेंगे. देन वी हैव सोशल मीडिया वेयर वील टॉक अबाउट लिंक्डइन, ट्विटर. और मैंने काफ़ी प्रैक्टिकल रखा है सेशन, जहाँ पे मैं प्रैक्टिकली आप लिंक्डइन पे, ट्विटर पे क्या करोगे कि आपका रीच या ब्रांडिंग बढ़ेगा, वो डिस्कस करने वाले. टेक्निकली तो आपको बहुत सारे आर्टिकल्स भी मिल जाएंगे. देन वी हैव कंटेंट ब्रांडिंग, जहाँ पे वील टॉक अबाउट हाउ राइटिंग ब्लॉग्स और जर्नल्स और कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू एनी जर्नल्स और आर्टिकल्स will help you to brand yourself and ultimately get clients. And then the last one is audio visual branding, where we'll talk about, you know, the usual webinars, seminars, YouTube channels, podcasts, Twitter spaces, clubhouse, all of it. So ये सारे modes हम discuss करेंगे in next 1 hour. Search engine optimization. Anyone here who would like to, like, we can keep this session interactive. यहाँ पे किसी को भी आइडिया है क्या व्हाट इज सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, और समवन हु इज डूइंग इट फॉर देमसेल्व्स? ऑफ कोर्स आई विल स्पीक अबाउट इट, बट आई विल गिव एन एग्जांपल. एनीवन हु वुड लाइक टू जस्ट, या. करेक्ट. That's very true. So we'll just see, maybe y'all can take out your phone and maybe Google about yourself, yeah, just find practicing chartered accountants in your area. So say you are in Bandra, so practicing chartered accountant in Bandra, आपको अपना नाम दिख रहा है, या maybe you can see GST service provider, registration services in Bandra or wherever you are staying. मैं जब भी ये एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ, you know, more than 90%, 95% times what I get answer is no. Why? Because you have not optimized whatever modes you are using. So मान लो अगर आपके पास वेबसाइट भी नहीं है, बट आपने लिंक्डइन पे भी वो सारे वर्ड्स यूज़ किए हैं. सो फर्स्टली लोकेशन, देन द सर्विसेज दैट यू आर इंटेंटिंग टू प्रोवाइड, जिसमें आपको अपने नीश चाहिए, या अदरवाइज ऑल्सो इफ़ यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग से XYZ 10 सर्विसेज, बट इफ़ यू सर्च अबाउट इट, क्या आपको आंसर मिल रहा है? वेदर गूगल इज शोइंग योर रिजल्ट? इफ द आंसर इज नो, देन विच मीन्स दैट वी आर लैकिंग इन सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन क्या होता है? ही सेड इट वेरी करेक्टली. आपको अब जो भी मोड यूज़ कर रहे हो उसमें वो सारे वर्ड्स डालने हैं जो आपको चाहिए कि कोई सर्च करे तो आपका आंसर आए. सो एक तो लोकेशन हो गया, हम बहुत बार लोकेशन डालते ही नहीं है. और इफ़ आई एम अ पोटेंशियल क्लाइंट, मैं तो डेफिनेटली लोकेशन से ही ढूंढूंगी. अगर मुझे मलाड में सर्विस चाहिए तो आई विल गो एंड ऑफकोर्स फाइंड प्रैक्टिसिंग CA इन मलाड. सो आपने अगर लोकेशन नहीं डाला है तो आपका सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइज, मतलब कोई गूगल करेगा तो आपके आंसर नहीं आएंगे. एंड ऑल ऑफ अस हियर विल अग्री कि जब भी कोई भी कुछ गूगल करता है, वेदर इट्स रेस्टोरेंट्स और एनीथिंग एल्स, अगर मुझे कोई रेस्टोरेंट जाना है तो मैं फर्स्ट 5 या 10 रिजल्ट्स जो आते हैं उसी पे क्लिक करूँगी. आई विल नॉट गो टू लाइक यू नो नेक्स्ट पेज एंड नेक्स्ट पेज एंड नेक्स्ट पेज. सो इफ़ यू आर मिसिंग आउट ऑन दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी, तो यू नो वी आर लैकिंग ऑन सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. सो इट इज़ बेसिकली practice of utilizing specific goal oriented strategies to to rank your site or your pages in search engine result pages. So अगर आपको ये बताना है लोगों को कि आप it could be say startup services में specialized हो, तो आपको अपनी वेबसाइट पे, लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल पे, ट्विटर प्रोफाइल पे, या आप जो आर्टिकल्स भी पब्लिश करते हो उसमें काफ़ी जगह पे स्टार्टअप कंसल्टेंसी और स्टार्टअप सर्विसेज, ये सारे वर्ड्स यूज़ करने हैं, तब जाके आपके सर्च रिजल्ट में आएगा व्हेन समवन सर्चेज अबाउट इट. फर्म्स यूजिंग SEO टू ऑप्टिमाइज देयर कंटेंट will be the ones client will get their answers from. This is definitely something which all of us will agree to. ICI ने detailed guidelines दिए हैं, which of course I won't repeat. मैंने यहाँ पे कुछ extract डाला है, but if you all are having a website, it is definitely a must to read these guidelines and follow whatever is written there. How many of you here do have their website, and it is are you like regularly working on optimizing the search engine of the website? Because I'll tell you what, मैंने काफ़ी प्रोफेशनल से interact किया एंड वॉट यूजली आई गेट टू नो इज़ कि उन्होंने 5-6 साल पहले वेबसाइट बना के रख दिया था, बट दे आर नॉट रेगुलरली अपग्रेडिंग इट, एंड दैट इज़ वाई अगेन उनका सर्च इंजन बहुत पीछे रह जाता है. So even if again in next few slides I will discuss how you can have a good website, but just that if you are having a website, how you can differentiate it from what others are having, so that you know your search engine or otherwise also clients will like to see your website and approach you. Website guidelines, yeah. No, so that's why I'm saying field of searching to be restricted to CA or Indian CA. You cannot have exaggerated words. ये ICI की वेबसाइट गाइडलाइंस है, उसमें दिया है. नहीं, मैं वही बोली हूँ कि exaggerated words are nowhere allowed. So वेबसाइट तो बिकॉज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट वेबसाइट मैंने यहाँ पे रखा है. आप CA वैसा लिख सकते हो, बट यू कैन नॉट राइट दैट यू नो वी आर द बेस्ट service provider or best CA in Bandra, or we are better than someone else, or हाँ. Yes, services you can list, definitely you can list whatever services, but you cannot write we are specialized. वो सारे words you cannot use, or you cannot compare with anyone else. So you cannot write you know we are the best or better than any other CA in Bandra. All of that is not allowed. You can list your services for sure. Chatbox option है ना, that is also allowed on your website. Basically वो मैंने यहाँ पे highlight किया है because we miss out on that. काफ़ी लोगों को पता नहीं होता है. Chatbox usually help कर देता है because when someone lands on your website and if you are not active, तो वो जो AI generated chat boxes होते हैं वो usually reply कर देते हैं that welcome to our page, how may we help you. तो उससे क्या होता है आपके पास डेटा गैदर हो जाता है, एंड देन यू नो वी आर स्मार्ट इनफ इवन विदाउट soliciting we know how to approach the client. So you can definitely use a chat box, that is allowed. Website भी you know it is very important that we work on our website. So I'll give an example here. ये मान लो 2 वेबसाइट है जहाँ पे जो मैंने 2 पिक्चर्स डाले हैं. सो वन इज़ लुई विटन शॉप and one is a normal shop. Both of them sell you know bags, and both of them sell watches and all of it. But now if I tell you or if I ask you which one do you think will have a better brand, Louis Vuitton ने क्या किया है, उन्होंने specifically उन्होंने thousands of products नहीं रखे हैं. They might have only 100 products. A website may have only say 6 services, 10 services, but because they have worked on it, उनको पता है कि उनको ये 10 services में clients चाहिए ज़्यादा. So they have worked on it. So when a client approaches, say you are a customer and if you have to rate these websites, you will definitely like Louis Vuitton, then the Target. Though Target may have everything that so ऐसा so there is nothing incorrect कि ये वाला सही है या ये वाला गलत है. I'm just explaining कि अगर आप चाहते हो कि आपके पास स्पेसिफिक क्लाइंट्स आए या वर्क आए, या यू वांट टू ब्रांड योरसेल्फ एज अ वेरी स्पेसिफिक सर्विस प्रोवाइडर इन व्हाटएवर सर्विसेज, देन यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन योर वेबसाइट. अभी क्या होता है दीज डेज वी हैव वेरी फ्यू सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स हु एक्चुअली मेक वेबसाइट. तो उनके पास फॉर्मेट सेम होता है, वो सब CS का फॉर्मेट कलर वलर चेंज करके पार्टनर्स नेम चेंज करके कर देते हैं. तो उससे क्या होता है जो सर्च इंजन है ना वो इतना काम नहीं करता है. So you have to actually sit with your service provider who has made your build your website and work on strategic goal oriented words that you want in your on your website, and not have a standard format, because that your website is your brand and that is how you will build your brand. We'll go to the previous slide. Basically you have to define the purpose of your website. It cannot be to sell services. You know your website should have words which say that you provide these services. So कहीं पे भी, और मैंने ना ऐसे websites भी देखे हैं जहाँ पे वो लोग लिखते हैं that you know reach out to us, we will file your TDS return for free if you take income tax services. All of that is definitely not allowed. You can just list your services. You should know your target audience, your clients, and then work on your website to get exactly what you want. Your core values you should have on your website, because it makes a lot of difference when a new potential client is visiting your website. uh, what do you want your visitors to do after reaching the website? Now ये वाला जो specific point है ना, what we want the visitors to do, बेसिकली क्या होता है, हम वेबसाइट पे लैंड करते हैं, वी ऑल अग्री कि कोई प्रोफेशनल या चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फर्म ऐसा होता है जिनका ब्रांडिंग उनके पार्टनर्स से होता है. सो दे व्हाट दे विल डू इज़, जो ऊपर वेबसाइट पे आते हैं सर्विसेज पार्टनर्स अबाउट अस, सो उसमें वो लोग पार्टनर वाला जो टैब है वो पहले रखते हैं, बिकॉज पीपल आर विजिटिंग their website because of the brand that their partners have. However, there are some professionals or firms जिनकी services की वजह से people are visiting their websites. So basically you should identify what you want your visitors to do after reaching your website. So if you want कि आपके partner का brand है, आपका individual brand है, and उसकी वजह से वो पेज या वो टैब पहले आना चाहिए, you should work also on that, because it makes a lot of difference when visitors or potential clients visit your website. And if you want कि आपके services पहले highlight हो, so the first tab should be of services. और if you want कि आपके locations highlight हो, because there could be CA firms जिनके पूरे इंडिया में बहुत सारे locations हैं, so they may want कि वो पहले highlight होना चाहिए. So then you should work accordingly on your website. What do your current, now competitors is just for the sake of using it, we cannot say competitors in our profession, but just to make this session practical मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, what do you want your fellow chartered account, what do your fellow chartered accountants websites have that you wish to have. तो काफ़ी आपको स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, बहुत सारे वेबसाइट्स आप जाके देखो, आपको किन के वेबसाइट्स इंटरैक्टिव लगते हैं, better लगते हैं, and then what do you want to have on your website. So this word competitors is just for the sake of it. What I mean is you have to see other professionals website and analyze what exactly you want on your website. Now quickly, you know what practically makes a good website. We miss out on this point that it should be mobile friendly and easy to navigate. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get it. Recaptured forms are. So ideally there is nowhere it is written that it's not allowed. तो मतलब it is read that it is allowed वैसे. Your website should be mobile friendly and easy to navigate. So we miss out on this. It may sound like a one liner कि mobile friendly होना चाहिए, but usually क्या होता है, these days your potential clients are searching about you mostly on when they are on their phone. So web पे तो आपका website अच्छा ही दिखेगा, but आप खुद देखो, अगर आपने बहुत साल पहले website बनाया होगा, it will not be very easy to navigate on phone. Now these are small tips and strategies, but it makes a lot of difference on your branding. और अगर वो website mobile से land होने के बाद, you know, if people are getting like they're not liking it, they will tend to just go back and check some other website. So it should be mobile friendly and easy to navigate. It should basically answer questions like what your niche is, not you mentioning that you are an expert, but it should basically talk a lot. So आपने बहुत सारे articles लिखे हैं, contribute किए हैं, तो वो सब आप वहाँ पे लिखो that, you know, read out our articles on startup services, whatever you are, on GST services. So people will know that आपकी वेबसाइट के आपने आपके पार्टनर्स ने ये सारे आर्टिकल्स लिखे, सो दैट इज़ योर नीश है, बट यू आर नॉट सेइंग दैट इट्स योर नीश है. What information and tools you provide. Client testimonials are not allowed. I highlighted here. Website पे it is definitely not allowed, so we should not have that. And then, you know, optimize search for SEO. ये हमने काफ़ी डिटेल में पहले ही डिस्कस किया. वेबसाइट पे वो सारे वर्ड्स होने चाहिए which you want when someone searches about you, they should get answer. So that SEO should definitely be there. Yeah. Yeah. So again, what the professionals in SEO activities do is the same thing. They will, if you reach out to them, they will sit with you. They will understand what exactly, you know, what services you are providing, and they will try to incorporate them on the website. So it will not be that overnight वो आ जाएगा, but of course in say couple of months it will come. बट अगेन एज आई साइड एक तो लोकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है वेबसाइट पे एड्रेस डालना, एंड वो भी स्पेसिफिक. अगर आपने सिर्फ मुंबई डाल के छोड़ दिया है, इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बिकॉज जो सर्च कर रहा है ना वो स्पेसिफिक एरिया ही सर्च कर रहा है. इट कुड बी बैंड्रा वेस्ट, बैंड्रा ईस्ट. सो दैट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. एंड इफ़ यू नो योर नीशे, दैट से यू आर समवन हु वांट्स टू प्रोवाइड जीएसटी सर्विस, अगर वो आपने बहुत सारी जगह पे वेबसाइट पे डाला और आपके अदरवाइज सोशल मीडिया प्रोफाइल्स में भी आप बहुत उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हो, then over the time, maybe in next 3 months, 6 months, it will definitely help you to have a good SEO. So it takes some time. And अभी मैं जो बात करने वाली हूँ Google My Business, this will तो for sure help you in optimizing search, having a good search engine optimization. Yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah, because also could be उनको नहीं पता कि हमारा पर्पस क्या है. So, so they have a standard format of having a website, but it is also on us, because if we don't reach out to them, ask them that हमें changes चाहिए website में, तो I mean they will be very happy if we reach out to them. They will sit with you and help you have a good SEO. So it is also on us. So usually, if you are having a website, what I recommend is at least once a quarter, if not every month, once a quarter, you should ask them for your search engine optimization reports and understand कि क्या सर्च में आपका नाम आ रहा है और आपको क्या चाहिए क्या सर्च में आए, या फिर कौन से एरिया से आ रहा है. So all that will, like, as I said, tracking results will surely help. Even on LinkedIn, if you are having a professional page, वहाँ पे पूरा रिपोर्ट आता है which says that आपके पेज पे किसने क्या वर्ड्स सर्च करके दे लैंडेड, और इट विल ऑल्सो से कौन से आई मीन एरिया से दे आर लैंडिंग और वॉट services they are looking out for. So it is just that we have to put in efforts so that our SEO is good. And firms who have started investing on search engine optimization, so if you do it yourself, of course this is very cost effective, but otherwise also firms have started investing time and efforts on having a good SEO. It is very important for us if you are having a website. Yeah, I mean, there is nothing, you are not making paid advertisements to rank your page, so that is not allowed. Google, as far as I know, has an option जहाँ पे आप उनको monthly कुछ ये करो तो वो देता है that this is promotional, so that is not allowed. But honestly, if you work on your search engine optimization, Google will itself promote, so you don't have to pay. Yeah. On Google My Business account, reviews are allowed, but on websites, you cannot have client testimonial. Yeah. Because Google My Business account works on, you are not pulling anyone. People are coming and reviewing it. So that is fine. But website में कैसा है कि you are the designer of your website. So you are controlling your website. So their client testimonials are not allowed. हाँ, बेसिकली यहाँ पे जो है इट इज़ ओनली अबाउट कोड ऑफ एथिक्स में जो दिया है, इट्स ओनली अबाउट पीपल हु आर हैविंग अ COP. सो इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग अ COP, देन इट इज़ फाइन. How many of you here, I'm assuming most of us are practicing CA, or maybe all, have a Google My Business account of your firm? I'm telling you, this is the first thing that all of you should do, because एक तो ये free है, Google का product है, and Google My Business account basically क्या होता है, जिनका भी Google My Business account होगा, say if I have a firm called ABC Chartered Accountants, ABC firm, whatever, if I search about that firm, अगर मुझे स्पेसिफिक रिजल्ट नहीं आता है गूगल माई बिजनेस, आप रेस्टोरेंट को सर्च करोगे तो आपको एक स्पेसिफिक रेस्टोरेंट दिखेगा जहाँ पे यू कैन रेट, वो इट टॉक्स अबाउट वेयर इट इज़ लोकेटेड, then people are giving reviews, all of that, and this is free, and this is the first tool that will help you to optimize your SEO, and it is completely free. So I tell this to every chartered accountant that this is the first thing that we should do, because again we'll talk how it is helping, it improves SEO for the web page that we are having. I will again show you in the next slide what exactly it looks like. It builds a brand by reviews received from clients, or even your articles or employees. Clients can come and review, talk about you. एंड ये गूगल का खुद का प्रोडक्ट है, तो गूगल अपने आप उसको प्रमोट करता है विदाउट यू मेकिंग एनी हैविंग एनी पेड प्रमोशंस और एनीथिंग. सो दिस इज़ कम्प्लीटली विद इन द कोड ऑफ एथिक्स एंड इट इज़ फ्री. एंड गूगल का प्रोडक्ट है ना, इसलिए क्या होता है कि सारे गूगल के जो भी एप्स है, वेदर इट्स गूगल मैप or normal Google search, you will prominently get showed there, and people will tend to click on the link and know more about you. Then there are features like you can add photos and videos of your offices, or maybe even list your services. It is allowed. You can add your business hours, your location. So अगर आपके पास website नहीं है, and if you don't want to invest in a website for now, this is free. You can just do it, work on it. It will take a day or so. बट अगर आप अच्छा गूगल में बिजनेस अकाउंट बना लोगे, फिर भी आपका SEO अच्छा हो जाएगा. इफ़ यू वांट टू बिगिन विद एंड इफ़ यू डू नॉट हैव अ वेबसाइट फॉर नाउ, यू विल गेट वैल्यूएबल इंसाइट्स. इसमें बहुत सारे रिपोर्ट्स आएंगे एंड डैशबोर्ड्स वेर यू विल नो दैट हाउ यू आर रैंकिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ SEO. इट विल मेक इट ईजी फॉर क्लाइंट्स टू रीच आउट टू यू. सो इंटरेक्शन ईजी हो जाता है. वहाँ पे चैट ऑप्शंस होता है, वेर क्लाइंट में पोटेंशियल क्लाइंट में मैसेज यू समथिंग, यू कैन रिप्लाई. And most importantly, as I said, it shows prominently in the search results. This is my friend, he's a CS. As I said, I've just used this for सिर्फ बताने के लिए यूज़ किया. So he has a firm called JM Jain Associates, practicing company secretary. So आप यहाँ पे जो देख रहे हो, that is what Google will show if you have a Google My Business account. So and then you see he has a 5-star review. So आप अगर आपके पास Google My Business account है, and if you have very good reviews, Google will prominently show what exactly it is, and then बाकी सारे details होते हैं. मेन क्या है कि जब कोई आपकी फॉर्म के बारे में सर्च कर रहा है, यू डोंट वांट कि उनको कुछ एब्रप्ट रिजल्ट मिले. आई एम श्योर अभी भी आप अपनी फॉर्म के बारे में सर्च करोगे, इफ यू सर्च ABC and Associates, you will not get some definite results. You will get it if you have a Google My Business account. So you all can even check now, if you search about your firm, if you do not have a Google My Business account, and if you do not have a active social media presence, it will show some vague results which you don't want to get shown. Then we'll talk about social media branding. So again, just to quickly recap, Google My Business account is free, and as a professional, I think everyone should have it to optimize your search engine. It's very very useful, and you all will see that. Again, I'll just highlight, as per code of ethics, you cannot directly reach out to your clients and ask them to give you reviews, but if they give, there is no problem. I mean, they can rate, your employees can rate, your interns can rate. That is completely allowed. Social media branding is basically using of social media platforms to connect with your audience, and publishing great content on various social media available, and it helps to build brand and drive traffic. We all know what social media branding is. What I will highlight in next few slides is how we can make best use of the available social media for branding ourselves. Relevant provision, we spoke about this. Individual can use the prefix CA on social media, that is allowed. Members may appear on TV, films, internet, and agree to broadcast in the radio or giving lectures at forums, and also give their names, describe themselves as CAs. Special qualifications or specialized knowledge directly relevant to the subject matter may also be given. Firm name may be mentioned, however exaggerated claim is not allowed. So आपके social media पे जो work session होता है, वहाँ पे you can write where you are partner, or anywhere you can write you are partner at XYZ firms, but you cannot write any kind of exaggerated claims, are not allowed. And also what he may say or write must not be promotional of him or his firm, but must be an objective professional view of the topic under consideration. LinkedIn, I'm sure, professionals के लिए two of the most used professional social media is, one is LinkedIn and one is Twitter, and both are equally very well. I mean, if you are active on both of these social media, you are getting good results. How many of you are very active on either of the social media? We have quite few, and I'm sure social media पे active रहने से you would have seen, ultimately you will get good branding, and in long term you will also get clients. We'll also see that how LinkedIn के there are quick strategies. You should have good professional photo and background photo. Background photo is something that all of us are missing out on. कितने लोगों को पता भी नहीं होता है what background photo is. So when we land on our LinkedIn page, आपका एक फ़ोटो होता है. इफ़ यू सी माई लिंक्डइन पेज यू विल नो. सो सी ए श्रद्धा डेडिया है, मेरा फ़ोटो है एज द मेन फ़ोटो, एंड बैकग्राउंड में आई कैन हैव एनी थिंग दैट आई वॉन्ट टू हैव. अगेन इट शुड नॉट बी प्रमोशनल और इट should not be any kind of marketing, but you can write what services you are providing, or you can simply have picture of your firm, so that you want people to know what your background is. Background is actually, so we are not making use of that. So it is always a good idea to have a background image, so that people will very apparently know what you're doing. So अगर उनके पास time नहीं भी है to see or check your profile, your client can still see what your background is by seeing your background image, because वो very apparently it is visible. One thing that we miss out on is adding certifications, or even if you have completed certain courses, LinkedIn gives that option. Now how that is helpful, because whenever a potential client is landing on your page, or even a recruiter, say if you are into job, even a recruiter is hiring, वो जब certifications में जाके देखते हैं कि आपने इतने सारे certifications किए हैं, it gives a very positive feel about what you are doing. And so for example, someone is wanting to hire you for systems audit, and if you have mentioned that you have completed certification on DISA, CISA, they are very confident on why they want you, or they want you to they want to have you. So adding certifications, getting recommendations. Again, LinkedIn mein, if someone is putting a recommendation for you, you can accept it, that is allowed. But you cannot directly reach out to your clients and ask them that please give me recommendation. But if clients are putting it for you, you can definitely accept that. Sending personalized invites when you are reaching out to someone whom you want to connect, whether it's a potential client or a fellow chartered accountant, you have an option to send personalized events. So say aap yahan pe we have around 200 members. If you want to reach out to someone here, you may just message them saying, we connected at a specific event, and I would like to be in connection with you. I think that makes a lot of difference on your brand. Creating a summary and having a very good headline is something that will give you very good search results on LinkedIn as well. So mostly क्या होता है, मैंने देखा है practicing chartered accountants LinkedIn की जो headline है उसमें सिर्फ इतना लिख देते हैं that practicing chartered accountant, but that will not work if someone is searching you. That's a very common thing to write. So you have to work on what headline you want to have. You can have practicing CA, वहाँ पे location में आप मुंबई डाल दो. Detail your headline which talks about you can just say GST service, don't say GST service provider or best GST service provider, but you can say income tax, GST, you can mention that on headline. That is fine. So उससे आपका सर्च इंजन बहुत अच्छा होगा. और हेडलाइन ऐसी चीज़ है जो जब आपका कोई प्रोफाइल भी सर्च करेगा तो उनको हेडलाइन डेफिनेटली दिखने वाला है. सो इफ यू आर मियरली राइटिंग practicing chartered accountant, it will not make you different from what others are doing. Summary is again, I have seen people writing only 3-liner summary that I'm, we are 25 years old, practicing CA firm, located in Bandra. That will not work. You have to be very detailed in your summary that we are practicing chartered accountant firms. We have our services include whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So आप जब summary में और हर एक जगह पे, whether it's in the experience summary headline, सारी जगह पे जब वो डालोगे तब LinkedIn पे भी आपके reach बहुत अच्छा होगा. And whoever is searching you on LinkedIn will come to know that these are the services that you are providing. So there is nowhere, we are violating anything under code of ethics. Again, there are few amazing features on LinkedIn that quite of us are not aware about. वहाँ पे एक option है जहाँ पे you can download your profile. It will make a resume of your profile. So किसी ने आपको पूछ लिया कि आपकी firm profile दो, and if you do not have handy, LinkedIn पे एक option है, आप quickly उसको download करके you can share it. because it will have whatever you have put on LinkedIn. So that is very easy, and you don't have to actually make a new one or put time in making a new profile. LinkedIn, Twitter या जो भी हम modes आगे discuss करेंगे, उसमें एक चीज़ और भी है that we are just trying to go there as content creator, but not someone who is interacting with other content. So branding will not work unless you also interact with others. For example, आप जाके everyday post कर रहे हो, but किसी और ने same topic पे post किया है, and if you put your thoughts there, you will see that those profiles are getting more and more reach. Better reach, I won't say more and more, but better reach than someone who is just creating content. Images and videos definitely बहुत उनका algorithm ऐसा है LinkedIn का that images and videos डालते हो तो reach better होती है. So last 2 years से LinkedIn वो change कर दिया. So try to put images and videos. It could be very simple if you're talking about GST on healthcare. So आप कुछ भी healthcare एक hospital का photo डाल के ऊपर GST लिख दो and then talk about it. It could be anything, but आप image या video डालोगे, it will make a lot of difference. Tagging people will definitely help you. Or talking about something that you're doing. So for example, आज आपने ये course attend किया है, आप LinkedIn पे जाके एक post share कर दो, putting a picture or something that I attended Code of Conduct course today, which was organized by the new Tag WRC. Tag the speakers and maybe write these were the 3 key takeaways. इससे क्या होगा कि आपने speakers को WRC को tag किया, अब उनके network में if they come and like, उनके network में जितने भी लोग हैं उनके feed में आएगा. So your reach will start getting, it will get enhanced. So that is something we don't do usually. So you also definitely do that, tag WRC क्योंकि उनका reach बहुत ज़्यादा है. And see, you will see your post is getting better interaction than what usually it gets. So tagging people, interacting with others will make you apart from what usually what a content creator is doing. So you should be content consumer, content creator, and also be very interactive on these social media. I'm sure Twitter भी पहले तो इतना यूज़ नहीं होता था, but GST आने के बाद most of us started using Twitter because वहाँ पे updates were very quick और discussions were very quick. Twitter again has very similar strategies. You should follow profiles of your field and interest areas. Your whole profile, your own profile should be completed. You should regularly tweet about the special area and tag concerned people. So again, यहाँ पे भी वही है कि tagging and talking about what you are specializing in will help you. So आप normal tweet कर देते हो, you're not tagging people, then आपका reach इतना better नहीं होगा जितना वो लोगों का होता है जो usually लोगों को tag करते हैं, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter. So you are posting something and you can tag, other CA who is also, expert in GST, and maybe tag them and say, we would like to know more about it from you, and tag that people. You will see it will become very interactive. You can start using polls on Twitter or LinkedIn. आपका interaction बहुत अच्छा होगा और आपका branding भी होगा, because people will then want to come and see what you are actually doing there. Share regular updates and links with your contacts, and hashtags also you should use on these. Because क्या होता है, hashtags है ना, वो current trending topics पे होता है. So when people go and search, and if you are using relevant hashtag, it will definitely give you better results. So for example, I think last week we had CA results. If you just put a motivational quote for someone who couldn't clear, and then use relevant hashtag, you will see that आपकी post को better reach आता है. And again, on all these social media, it is also very important that जो भी trending topics है, if you start talking about them, your brand will be much better than what usually it is if you are just being there. You can have a firm page on both LinkedIn and Twitter. So you can have your own page and you can also have your firm page. Firm page basically just tries, it helps कि आपको कहीं पे सिर्फ professional लेना है. However, on your own page, if you want to put something which is it could be cricket, Bollywood, anything else that you like, so it helps to differentiate and doesn't put a restriction on what you are doing. Again, just example, of what you can do. Oh, sorry. Uh, Twitter is a trendsetter, we all know. It can give you fame when you are least expecting it. So मेरे साथ हुआ था. It was not a professional post though, but नवरात्रि में मैंने कुछ तो मेट्रो में सब जा रहे थे and फोटो डाला था, and suddenly because it was trending, you know, and suddenly out of nowhere it got like lakhs and lakhs of likes and thousands of shares. So basically it is a trendsetter and you will never know आपके कुछ 10 साल पहले के ट्वीट भी कभी वायरल हो जाए, and you know you become a brand overnight on any of these platforms. Again, in any of the platforms direct selling is not allowed. Twitter pe you cannot go and post something which says that, you know, come and avail these services from us, not allowed. uh, Interact with industry leaders as well. So say you want to specialize in startup consultancy, तो इंडिया के जो टॉप 10 स्टार्टअप्स है उनके डायरेक्टर्स, फाउंडर्स, सीईओस के पोस्ट पे भी यू शुड स्टार्ट कमेंटिंग, बिकॉज उनका खुद का है ना स्टार्टअप या फाउंडर्स का नेटवर्क होता है. सो उनके ऑडियंस भी वही होते हैं. सो व्हेन दे स्टार्ट सीइंग दैट आपने कुछ कमेंट किया, सो फॉर एग्जांपल वी कैन टेक ऐसे अमन गुप्ता हैज़ पोस्टेड समथिंग एंड यू फील कि उसमें कुछ आप डाल सकते हो योर व्यूज़ ऑन टैक्सेशन, जीएसटी, एंड इफ़ यू पोस्ट, उनके कॉन्टैक्ट में जितने भी फाउंडर्स है they will read your post, and trust me, definitely someone will come and like, and you may have chance that someone may even reach out to you. Again, Twitter is, you know, a little risky because it is a two-edged sword. Sometimes your tweets may even go wrong, so we have to be very careful of what we are putting. Most importantly, be consistent, and whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, you should definitely have a profile picture and bio that makes someone who is interacting with you very comfortable, of whom they are talking to. अगर मैं किसी को reach out कर रही हूँ, I can't see their profile picture, I become little hesitant if I'm speaking to someone, you know. But आपका profile picture है तो थोड़ा एक comfort आता है. So these are small tips and strategies, but it helps you to build a brand which will last long term. Facebook I will quickly take because Facebook प्रोफेशनली इतना यूज़ नहीं होता है, बट ऑल्सो वी कैन नॉट अवॉइड टॉकिंग अबाउट इट बिकॉज इंडिया में अभी भी बहुत सारे लोग फेसबुक पे एक्टिव हैं. फेसबुक के स्ट्रैटेजीज आर वेरी सिमिलर टू वॉट वी डिस्कस्ड ऑन लिंक्डइन. यू कैन रेगुलरली कीप शेयरिंग अपडेट्स, बी इंटरएक्टिव. प्रोफाइल फोटोज, if you are using Facebook for professional updates, then it should be very professional. Again, in the about section, you can have you can mention about nature of your services or profession, working hours, address. This is, you know, the Facebook का जो page होता है, not your personal page. There's a professional page that is available. You can use the prefix CA in your personal account on Facebook. Personal account पे CA use करना allowed है. You can keep posting about regular updates that are happening. Strategies remain same. Quora is something that I always speak about because most of us are not using Quora, and trust me, after this session you all will know the importance. So यहाँ पे कितने लोग Quora use करते हैं but only as a content consumer? You all are not putting any content. Most of you are using it as a content consumer. Now I'll give an example that has happened with someone I know. He's a practicing CA. So किसी ने Quora पे query डाला था that I have started a new business and my turnover has exceeded XYZ lakhs. Am I liable to register under GST? Now ये Quora पे बहुत active है. One of my friend, he's a practicing CA. He goes there and answers such questions every time. जब भी कोई taxation, GST related question, तो उसने जाके answer किया that as per section so and so, because your turnover is exceeding XYZ lakhs, you are liable to register under GST. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer. So now what happened? उसने directly approach किया that you help me out and answer this question. I wanted to check if you can help me get GST registration, and then ultimately we know how to convert it for all other services. We are very good at it. So Quora में क्या होता है, हम जब अगर आप every day भी 5 या 10 minutes Quora में जाके as a content creator या answering some questions if you give, trust me, you will surely get 1 or 2 clients in a year, because so many of individuals or new startups are going there to search questions, or I mean to search answers for so many questions that they are not aware about. So इंडिया में हम फिर भी कोरा बहुत कम यूज़ करें, एंड बहुत सारे आई थिंक practicing chartered accountants, there are hardly, I would say 2-3 thousand chartered accountants, practicing chartered accountants who are there on Quora actually giving content. So they are the one who are getting edge on this social media platform. So basically Quora में आपको जाके answers करने हैं. Please go with the intent to only help people who have questions, but be very smart with your answers, so you know how to then convert it. So we are not violating anything under code of ethics. We are going then with the intent to help, but then we know अगर कोई reach out करता है तो then how to take it ahead. Quora, again, quick strategies. Having a complete profile, basically mentioning what services you are providing, is again important in Quora, because whoever is reading your answer will also see what your profile has to say about you before reaching out to you. You can add relevant know about topic. Quora में आप वहाँ पे option होता है that Shraddha knows about, then you have option of GST, income tax, ये वो, so MCA, whatever. So वो आप ऐड करो, आप उससे आपका कोरा में भी सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. यू कैन यूज़ कोरा टू फाइंड क्वेश्चन. सो आप है ना वहाँ पे अलर्ट भी डाल सकते हो कोरा में, दैट अगर किसी ने स्टार्टअप टैक्स रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछा तो प्लीज़ अलर्ट मी. So then you are the first one to get the notification and answer and get an edge over others. You can also write valuable content. So if you are not even answering, कोरा पे आप यूजुअली जो आर्टिकल लिखते हो आप कोरा पे भी पब्लिश कर सकते हो, तो भी आपका सर्च इंजन बहुत अच्छा होगा. सो आपने सिर्फ एक नॉर्मल आर्टिकल डाल दिया, हु इज़ लाइबल टू रजिस्टर अंडर GST और हाउ टू फाइल GSTR1. People will get their answers when they are searching questions. So then they can reach out to you on Quora, and then ultimately we know how to take it ahead. Links also you can keep adding on Quora. That helps you build a brand on Quora. You can also suggest edits to top answers and position your brand as a leader in industry. Very few chartered accountants, as I said, are active on Quora. But if you ask them, आप Quora में search करो जो भी active chartered accountants है, if you ask them, reach out to them, they will surely tell you that Quora has helped them, build a brand for themselves and ultimately also get clients. So definitely Quora is something we should invest at least 5 minutes a day to go there and answer questions. You can, in fact, आपके ऑफिस में आर्टिकल्स होंगे, उनको सिर्फ आप बता दो कि इस पे किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा तो जस्ट लेट मी नो, and then you can start answering. That it will definitely help practicing CS. This is just example of how Quora looks like and what you can do. WhatsApp strategies again, quickly, because WhatsApp is used by most of us. You should definitely join groups, and I'm sure this is something which most of us are doing currently. So professional groups or startup groups or specific industry related groups you should join, and whenever you have updates you should start circulating updates on that. You should definitely participate in discussions. So WhatsApp group join kar liya, but if you are not active in those groups or not participating in discussions, then definitely it's not gonna help. Sorry. And share links of whatever relevant I mean WhatsApp पे आप लिंक शेयर कर सकते हो. आपने कोई नया आर्टिकल लिखा, यूट्यूब पे वीडियो डाला, इंस्टाग्राम पे कुछ अपलोड किया, लिंक्डइन पे यू पोस्टेड समथिंग, सो दैट इज़ अलाउड. यू कैन कीप शेयरिंग लिंक्स अबाउट वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग. How many of you here are using WhatsApp for business? Again, this is very interesting. I'm sure you would be finding it very useful. We will also talk how you can use it in a better way. So WhatsApp for business के लिए आपको कुछ नहीं चाहिए, एक अलग सेपरेट नंबर चाहिए. WhatsApp for business has many other features which a normal WhatsApp doesn't have. So and it is very helpful to professionals. Helpful in the sense, it has option to provide your timings, auto reply हो जाता है. So for example, someone sends you a hi, you can just say hi, thanks for reaching out, our working hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Say if they reach out to you after 6 p.m, you can check our website in case of any urgency. आप website का link डाल दो anything that you want to let them know, then you have option to upload catalog on WhatsApp. So catalog, definitely we cannot write about what services we are selling. In the sense, we can list our services, but catalog doesn't mean that we put prices there. What usually one should do is, now this is one strategy I tell everyone. If you're having a WhatsApp for business account, catalog section में आप important updates, notifications जो आए हैं उसके images डाल सकते हो. What services you are providing, that you can put without advertising in the sense putting prices or anything like that. उसमें ना आपका branding बहुत अच्छा होता है. So I have a friend, वो WhatsApp for business में क्या करता है, कोई भी notification आया, quickly he will download an image and put it there. So लोगों को क्या होता है, उनको पता है कि वो लोग जब शेयर करते हैं बोलते हैं कि मैं कहाँ इनकम टैक्स के वेबसाइट पे जाऊँ, जाके नोटिफिकेशन देखूँ. इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम. रादर मैं वो जो है उनके व्हाट्सएप और बिजनेस में देखती हूँ, वो ही इज़ वेरी रेगुलर टू पुट इट. सो यू कैन यूज़ कैटलॉग सेक्शन फॉर मे बी शेयरिंग अपडेट्स और putting any, if you've written a blog, uske images आप डाल सकते हो. All of that you can do. It will really put you apart from others and build a brand for yourself if you are not doing it. WhatsApp for Business also has an option to prioritize work. Now this is very helpful tool, so that's why I discuss in every session. वहाँ पे आप रेड फ्लैग, ग्रीन फ्लैग ऐसे मार्क कर सकते हो, so you know कि ये हो गया है, ये पेंडिंग है. It just helps you stay organized, so you can use that. Again, few strategies for WhatsApp for business. Separate number is definitely needed. एक अलग app आता है, उसका आप download कर सकते हो. You can stop answering, replying queries post office hour, or maybe set an auto reply which says that we are away, but you can check our website in case, or you can check our Google My Business account link डाल के if you have any urgent queries, or maybe reach out to us or call us. Using labels, use address communication features. उसमें that is very important. आपका WhatsApp for business account है तो address डालना is very important. And also there are other communication features available there, so that you should definitely use. And again, we discussed this catalog feature hai, but we cannot use it to directly sell something, but maybe we can announce deadlines or put newsletters there. With that, we'll talk about content branding. Any questions on Quora or WhatsApp for business or any social media, maybe at the end of the session, so we will definitely talk about it. But in every session I keep highlighting Quora, Google My Business, WhatsApp for business is something that you all should definitely explore, because we are not exploring it. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Channel is, yeah, correct. You all can add. Yes, 4 device for free. Yes. So for example, if you all are 4 partners, all of you can use it together. And then if you pay it, it's available for 20. It will go to 4 of them. 4 of them can access this together. They can keep doing that. Yeah, desktop is, all of them can use it together, WhatsApp for business. So basically, web pe to any number can do it. Only on phone, yeah, web pe any number of partners or employees, any number can do it. On phone, only 4 devices can. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, like it helps you keep yourself organized. It's very useful. And catalog section specifically, deadlines और वो सब आपको डालना है ना, तो बहुत easy हो जाता है, because every time answering the client is also difficult. So वो क्या हो जाता है, उनको पता है कि आपने वहाँ पे डाल दिया है, तो if you don't get time to maybe reach out to every client and update them, they can see there. You can just पहले से एक बार मैसेज डाल के इन्फॉर्म कर दो कि कोई भी डेडलाइन आए तो यू कैन सी दैट इन आवर कैटलॉग सेक्शन. इट बिकम्स वेरी इजी for all of us, makes our life very easy. We'll talk about content branding. Content branding is basically writing content on any modes available. It could be journals, articles, or even on social media. It could be blogs, anywhere. Benefits, we know, it brings traffic to your page. It is cost efficient and better audience with loyalty. We'll see what we can do with content branding in our next slides. So firstly, relevant provisions. It is not permissible for a member to mention in a book or an article published by him or a presentation any professional attainments, whether of the member or the firm of chartered accountants with which he is associated. However, he may indicate in a book, article, or presentation the designation chartered accountant as well as the name of the firm. So CA and XYZ associates is allowed, but you cannot write professional attainments like cost accountant, consultant, or income tax consultant. All of that is not allowed. Content branding is basically, we know that when someone is regularly writing articles in any of the journals or anywhere, so we have that mindset कि उसका भाई उसमें specialization है, तो branding तो ऐसे ही हो रहा है. And I'm sure यहाँ पे अगर कोई भी है जो regularly articles लिखता है, they would affirm this that they have benefited. उनका branding भी हो रहा है, and in long term they are also getting clients because they are regularly active with content, whether it's writing articles or just simple blogging. Now यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि it is very important that we are consistent. So say if you decide to write series of articles, 10 article लिख लिए, then you are like नहीं, now I don't get time, I'm not having time to write. Then content writing will not help to build a brand for yourself. So it is very important that we are very consistent. It will do lead generation for you. Now lead generation is very technical term, so code of ethics के हिसाब से I'm just making this very practical, that we cannot say lead generation in loose language, but basically it in long term it will help you get clients because you are specialized in a service, and that's one reason you are writing regularly about it, whether it's on social media. LinkedIn पे मान लो आप series लिख रहे हो, every week you are writing something about GST, then this will definitely work for you, and it will also generate lead for you without you violating code of ethics or having anything on pull mode. You are generating more and more traffic on whether it's your page or your website or your blog page, article, anywhere. Again, monitoring result is also very important. आप content लिखे जा रहे हो, but you are not monitoring कि कौन से content पे आपको ज़्यादा views आ रहे हैं, interaction आ रहे हैं, then this will not work for you. This is something I tell people. Normal tax updates या deadline extension आप डालोगे तो it will not work much because it becomes boring. Instead what you can do is same चीज़ आप image format में डाल दो, या आप interactive बना दो, that the deadline has been extended, however it is clashing with some other deadline, what are your views, let us discuss. If you put something like that instead of just putting a normal tax update, then your content will definitely work, whether it's on LinkedIn, Twitter, or normal blogs or articles also which you are writing. And it has to go beyond normal writing. It can have specific campaigns, videos. Campaigns doesn't mean that you are selling something, but campaigns meaning is that specific line पे आप लिख रहे हो. I've seen people writing CA की चाणक्य नीति, some specific campaigns like that. So by campaigns I mean that you can keep adding videos, you can make FAQs बहुत चलते हैं. So say you want to you want to show the world or brand yourself as specialized in GST. अगर आप FAQs बना के डालते हो in your content, then it will definitely set you apart from what others are doing, and in ultimate long run it will help you get clients as well. And again, showcase your firm's deep expertise within a topic without even saying that you are an expert in that topic. So every day if you keep speaking about it, then people know that you are an expert into that. Infographics is something that again this is usually highlight of my session, that people say that this is a good key takeaway for them. आपको अगर लोगों को बताना भी है through your content that these are the benefits of filing income tax return, if you just put it as a one pager, people may find it boring, but उसी को आप image format में बना दोगे, then people may find it very exciting, they will like to, ये ज़्यादा forward होने के chances है और करेंगे लोग forward. अब deadline extend हो रहा है, इसका भी image बना के डालोगे, and if you start sending it in your groups, वो forward होने के chances ज़्यादा है rather than normal messages. So using infographics is very important. People do ask me in every session what app they can use. So Canva करके एक app है जिसमें बहुत easily infographics बन जाते हैं, that is the most used app. उसमें आप income tax करके डालोगे तो बहुत सारे templates भी मिल जाएंगे आपको. These days there are a lot of AI apps that have come. So one is that I am using is Gamma, Gamma, Gamma.ai. उसमें पूरे PPT बन के भी आते हैं. So say if you want to have a 4 slider and send it to people as PDF, so उसमें आप and वो literally like आपको सिर्फ अच्छा input देना है, वो खुद ही PPT और content के साथ बना के देता है. So if you just tell them what are the benefits of filing income tax return as per the Income Tax Act 1961 India, वो AI के through आपको PPT with content बना के देगा, which of course we have to validate, make changes if required, but Gamma.ai is very useful if you want to make PPTs or even images. So you all should try doing that, and infographics use करके आप send करोगे, that will make your content much better than usually what you can get by simply posting something. So it is again images are easy to share on email, website or social media. They are engaging way to educate clients and prospects and share knowledge, and easy way because visuals speak visuals speak louder than usual writings that we have. So infographics will surely help you to build a brand and keep sharing. इससे long run में you will also see yourself as brand because people will love to see what you are posting as infographics. Now आपने write up तो लिख दिया, whether journal articles, how to make sure that your write up is getting good views. So एक तो होता है कि आप email भेज सकते हो to your newsletters list, but again only to those who have opted for it, because you cannot send it to people on pull mode. So किसी ने अगर लिखा है they are okay you sending emails, you can send them. You can start publishing it on your social media. You can make a video of the write up and put it on YouTube, Instagram. So these days if you see videos काफ़ी चलते हैं because they are very quick. So what people do, so say if I want to say 10 benefits of writing income tax, I will come on the video and then यहाँ पे bubble आता है. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and this bubble में quick ये रहता है that what are the benefits of filing income tax return. So you can do that, record it, record the audio as a podcast or maybe just like a simple audio file, post it on social media, have your staff share the post. So we have to make sure that हमने कोई content लिखा है, so if you want to brand yourself, it is also getting published on other social media or it is reaching the people that you are targeting. The last thing that we are having here is audio visual branding. Basically audio या video mode जो available है, whether it's YouTube, podcast or even webinars or seminars. So उससे आप branding कैसे कर सकते हो is something that we will talk. We all know what audio visual branding is. Basically it is idea of having to read something is big turn off for modern generation, and we all will agree. Usually these days people, even the founders, they want to have something which is more visual or which is in audio format rather than reading something, which doesn't mean that the traditional format is going, but it is just that they are preferring this considering the time that they are having. So audiovisual branding has an edge over other medium because it is very attention grabbing. We all know कि मैं same चीज़ अगर visual format में देती हूँ तो it will grab attention. It also gives you a chance to tell a story through YouTube videos or Instagram videos, and वहाँ पे आप better information communicate कर सकते हो because you know when you are talking, making an audio, or when you are even talking, जब वो interactive होता है तो आपने शायद सोच के आए होंगे कि आपको यही चीज़ बोलनी है, बट इंटरेक्शन की वजह से आप कुछ और भी ऐड कर दोगे, यू नो. सो दैट इज़ वाई इट गिव्स बेटर इन्फॉर्मेशन देन द नॉर्मल ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्म ऑफ राइटिंग. यहाँ पे मैंने प्रोविजंस हाईलाइट किए थे. You know, while you are giving public interviews, while giving an interview or otherwise furnishing details about themselves or their firms in public interviews, or attending any press conference or forums, members should ensure that it should not result in any kind of publicity. So अब कोई भी social media पे आते भी हो, या anywhere if you are even giving, if you are being there in any podcast, you should ensure that आप publicity नहीं कर रहे हो, like you know, giving exaggerated claims or talking about direct selling. Due care should be taken to ensure that such interviews or details about the members are not given in a manner highlighting their professional attainments. So we should, like even if you are attending any podcast or being there, you should make sure that it is informative and not talking about you know, your professional attainments, that you are income tax consultant. CA बोलोगे, that is okay, but it should not, आप services बोलोगे, that is okay, but you should not say something that, you know, we are cost consultants or income tax consultants. All of that is not allowed. Any detail which is given must, in addition to meeting the above requirements, be given as a response to specific question and of factual nature only. ये guidelines में लिखा है, which basically says that if you are giving any interviews, and this is specifically for people who are appearing on podcast, आप जब जाते हो तो try to answer questions that are being asked. Then you know, it will be a win-win for you as well, because you are not violating anything and you are trying to tell people that you are specialized in something. While the videos of educational nature may be uploaded on the internet by the members, no reference should be made to the CA firm wherein the member is a partner. Further, it should not contain any contact details or website. So ये क्या बोलते हैं कि आप जब educational videos बनाते हो and you are promoting it as an educational video on YouTube or Instagram, you need to ensure कि video में आप कहीं भी नहीं बोल रहे हो that you belong to XYZ firm. Caption हो सकता है, because caption के लिए specifically लिखा नहीं है, और आपके पेज, YouTube पेज डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी हो सकता है, बट वीडियो में कहीं पे भी ये नहीं आना चाहिए that because you are saying that it is an educational video, so then it should not come that you are you know, from a specific firm. ये वाला I had you know, already spoke about. E-media में आना allowed है, but you know, you can talk about special qualifications. Firm exaggerated claim नहीं करना है anywhere you are going. So you cannot come and say that, you know, we are the best. All of that is not allowed. Organizing training courses, seminars, etc. for staff, उसके लिए भी code of ethics में दिया है that chartered accountant in practice holding training courses, seminars, etc. for staff may also invite staff of other CA and clients to attend the same. Clients को भी आप invite कर सकते हो. However, undue prominence should not be given to the name of chartered accountant in any booklet or document issued in connection therewith. So when you are calling your clients, वो document में undue prominence, now this is a grey area. What do you mean by undue prominence? Basically it is trying to say that you can just say these are the contents of what you will be talking about in your training or seminars, but you cannot say that, you know, this will be the best course, or because we are service provider, we are speaking about this course. All of that is not allowed. Hosting webinars or speaking in seminar, this is one form of audio-visual branding. This will definitely help. I'm sure you know, everyone will agree. जब आप कोई course attend करने जाते हो and you see a specific name in IDT or DT, some of you know, very prominent speakers that we have in our profession, आप नाम देख के ही जाओगे, because that is the brand that they have built. You know that they are the best service provider without them even talking, because they have been regularly talking in webinars, seminars. So that is why hosting webinars or attend or speaking in a seminar will definitely help to position yourself as an expert without you even telling people that you are an expert in that. It is just that आपने hundreds of seminars लिए हैं in that topic, so people know that you are a brand in that. it is of course an indirect way of soft sales, uh, but again, you know, within code of ethics, because you are not selling directly something, you are just letting people know that हाँ इसमें तो भाई मेरा एक्सपर्टीज़ है, इसलिए आके मैं यहाँ पे बोल रही हूँ एंड अदर्स आर इनवाइटिंग मी. So if you start hosting webinar or seminar, trust me, in a year, if you begin today, you will get lot of opportunities and you will become a brand in a year or couple of years. It has global reach, you know. Seminar तो आप कहीं पे भी attend कर सकते हो. I mean your audience could be from anywhere. You can be in Mumbai and you may have anyone attending your seminar from UAE, US, anywhere. Interaction बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है. As I said, you know, webinars and seminars or any form of audio visual mode of branding will help because interaction is very easy there. And of course it is the new trend. I mean, people like attending webinars, so we should always yeah. Virag bhai, brand ambassador of webinars. Yeah. And I think, you know, webinar ke liye to we should have him talk, you know, have a one full session on why webinar is very important, why speaking in webinar is very important for branding and ultimately, you know, having clients. YouTube, we have few chartered accountants who are active on YouTube, and if you are planning to be active on YouTube, of course in an hour I cannot speak a lot. LinkedIn का भी मैं पूरा एक session लेती हूँ which is of 2 hours. So I've tried incorporating the best I could, the best strategies, but इसमें भी काफ़ी सारा detail में आपको study करना है. But what I'm trying to showcase here is YouTube is also very helpful because it gives a chance to you to tell a story. So say you are someone who has started a YouTube page. What you can do is regularly start posting about topics and people will start seeing you as a brand. We have really good chartered accountants जिनकी YouTube reach बहुत अच्छी है and they are currently globally representing our profession as finance experts or tax experts. So it gives you a brand which is like amazing, and of course then they have their own set of services that they are providing. So YouTube में videos आप डालोगे. So for example you are just regularly posting about how to file GSTR1, तो क्या होगा कि लोगों को पता है कि आप उसमें expert हो, और even when they go and search about GST आपके videos आ रहे हैं because you have been very regular with it. So आपका branding बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, visibility अच्छी हो रही है, and you never know कि you may get 1 or 2 clients in a year because they are regularly seeing your videos there. So create a YouTube channel for your business, upload and schedule videos. Make sure that you are scheduling at the correct time. So if you do not have time to post it, you can just schedule your videos there. YouTube के specifications होते हैं कि उसको यही frame में record करके डालना चाहिए. Then it gives you a better branding that you should do. Search engine के लिए optimize करना चाहिए. So I have seen people having really good content, but वो जो name देते हैं ना YouTube video को, so वो क्या कहते हैं GST series 1, GST series 2, GST series, that will not help because आप उसमें क्या बोल रहे हो. One is on registration, one is on return filing, one is on annual return. So अगर आप वो ही नहीं लिख रहे हो, then how will people even come to know? So make sure that you are very specific in the headline and also in the description in what you are going to tell through your videos. You should also optimize your channel. So having an eye-catchy banner that helps. जैसे हमने LinkedIn पे देखा, one should have a good background image. वैसे ही यहाँ पे eye-catching banner होना चाहिए. Links to your other social media. Call to action, which is basically you can put about your website there. That is nowhere written that it's not disallowed. So आप वहाँ पे website का link डाल सकते हो. So people know that if they have any queries, they can either check your website or maybe you can put link to your WhatsApp business account that if you have any queries, reach out. But you cannot say that if you want to avail these services, reach out to us. That is not allowed. You can just say that you can contact us if you want any clarifications or something like that. End screens also help. End में आप लिख सकते हो that we have posted about other videos as well. You can check. So end screens usually is something, if you are starting your YouTube channel, all of these strategies will help. uh, and the last one is, you know, सो क्लब हाउस थोड़ा आउटडेटेड हो गया है. जब आया था तब प्रोफेशन में बहुत लोगों ने यूज़ किया था, इट वॉज़ वेरी यूजफुल. बट ट्विटर स्पेसेस इज स्टिल इन ट्रेंड. Basically, how many of you have attended any Twitter space or even know what Twitter space is? I'm sure it would have been helpful. So Twitter space में क्या होता है, जैसे हम पैनल डिस्कशन करते हैं ये वैसे ही होता है, बट nobody can see you but they know who you are because आपका प्रोफाइल पिक्चर और आपका प्रोफाइल दिखता है. So say we have 10 panelists who are coming and discussing on a topic. उससे क्या होगा कि वो 10 लोग से WRC के ट्विटर इमेज ने सॉरी ट्विटर प्रोफाइल ने ट्विटर स्पेस ऑर्गेनाइज किया है. सो इट इज़ लाइव, सो इट बिकम्स वेरी इंटरैक्टिव. और जो 10 पैनलिस्ट हैं उनके नेटवर्क में जितने भी लोग हैं सबको पता चलता है दैट यू आर लाइव, सो दे कैन कम एंड सी. तो उसमें क्या होता है, इमीडिएट इंटरेक्शन होता है ऑन ट्विटर स्पेसेस. So if I open my Twitter, or I also get a notification that so many people are speaking live on the topic, so I can go there here. So jo panelist, if you are invited as a panelist on Twitter spaces, you get a very very good branding, and it is one of a very good mode of audio visual branding. So it is like a conference call but on Twitter. Audio discussion hota hai, so people who do not like showing their face or not comfortable, they really enjoy being there on Twitter spaces. Earlier people were doubted, you know, were doubting कि ये कैसे, but Twitter Spaces is actually being I mean people who are using it, they come and say कि उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा हुआ है in terms of branding. And after every Twitter Spaces they say that they got like, you know, 10 followers or 100 followers or 1000 followers, which usually took them very long to get. So yeah, I think overall you know, each and every mode that I spoke about again has very detailed strategy that we can keep going on and on. As I said, you know, LinkedIn itself can go on for 2 hours, which I usually take where I speak about LinkedIn for professionals who are into practice for 2 straight hours. But what I tried to cover is, you know, respecting the time that we had, and what I wanted that people should know all the available modes with very quick strategies. So any queries, or maybe if people can just say one good one key takeaway from their session which they were not aware about, I think would love to hear, or maybe even queries. Open to everyone now. Or maybe one key takeaway, or what could be the one thing that you would be doing after this, you know, maybe search engine optimization using Quora, or having a Google My Business account. I will recommend everyone to do. It is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. And it's indeed very important, because these days, you know, so when I spoke about infographics or posting updates on WhatsApp, you know, usually in very layman language I'll say, what people do is उनको forward आता है, नीचे नाम change करके अपनी firm का नाम डाल के भेज देते हैं. उससे है ना, it gives you negative branding. So and again, you know, there are a lot of apps which can detect plagiarism. Online जाके people know that ये article कहीं और से लिखा है. Negative branding तो होता ही है, but आपका जो intent था आपके लिए वो भी it is not meeting. So you know, even when you are posting something, there are a lot of free apps. वहाँ जाके you should check that there's nothing else written about it which is kind of very similar, and you are writing something which is exciting and which people have not spoken about earlier. Any queries or anything, or maybe we can just conclude. I hope the session was useful. Thank you. All over. Yeah, I think what one should do is also maybe after today's session on LinkedIn, Twitter, or any other social media, go and write about this session. Yeah, the first speaker, second speaker, maybe this session, the coordinators tag them, uh, and you will see that आपका interaction अच्छा हो रहा है LinkedIn पे, and people will also know that on a Saturday you are attending session. It gives a good branding to you because you are doing something very productive on a Saturday. So yeah, and I'll just like to add that we have to be very genuine on social media. These days we also see a lot of fake posts. uh, I mean, of course it is their choice, they want to post what they want to. We have a lot of influencers posting stories as well, but it should also be very relatable. So if you want to set a brand, आपको reach तो आ जाएंगे. If you post something which is fake, you will get reach that you wanted, followers भी आ जाएंगे. But if you want to build a brand and go long, it is very important that you be true to yourself and put something which you actually believe in. And thanks for attending on a Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you so much for wonderful session. I think before we give a vote of thanks to Shraddha, all the thanks to you, and because of the audience only, we can organize this kind of session and make it happen. Since morning you are here from 10, almost 5, 5:30. So first, a clap for yourself, all of you. And now we can give the formal vote of thanks to our today's speaker, a final speaker. Make it a very interactive session, very interesting, covering almost all the professional and Google business and all the relevant social media and the business related, profession related, the tool or content or the network available for us, including the website that is also within a code of ethics, because the main topic of today's entire day session is code of ethics. So despite of code of ethics, we can use so much new things on social media and have a great business opportunity as well. So thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful deliberation, and it will be really useful for all the participants to make money as well apart from learning. Thank you.